Are we live? Good evening, Mount Vernon. Today is October 20th. This is the second working session of the month. My name is Ed Potita. I'll be your acting president for today. Because this is a working session, and we have no speakers or guests in the audience, we will get right down to the tally sheet. Councilmember Thompson, if we could start with legislation and public works.
Thank you, sir, Acting President. Item number 1 for Management Services, an ordinance adopting a computer system security breach notification policy in compliance with New York State Technology Law, Section 208, will be on the agenda. Item number 2 from the Department of Public Works, an ordinance authorizing the city comptroller to condemn and dispose of certain city-owned police vehicles determined to be junk. That's on the agenda. Item number 3 from Public Works, an ordinance authorizing the transfer of funds to support the purchase of 32-gallon trash receptacles for citywide beautification and sanitation improvements. That's on the agenda. Item number 4 from Public Works, an ordinance authorizing the mayor to execute amendment number 4 to the contract with Aretas of New York for sewer engineering services, extending the term through March 15th, 2026, and increasing the contract amount by $500,000. That's on the agenda. And there aren't any add-ons for that one. Human Resources.
Thank you, Councilmember Thompson. Could you read Human Resources as well?
Absolutely. Item number 5 from the Youth Bureau, an ordinance authorizing attendance at the 53rd Annual Youth Development Leadership Training Conference in Albany, New York, November 19th, 2025. That's on the agenda. Item number 6 from the Youth Bureau, an ordinance authorizing the mayor to enter into an agreement with the Westchester Putnam Local Workforce Development Board to accept funds in the amount of $180,000 for the Workforce Development Academy for the youth program. That's on the agenda. Item number 7 from the Youth Bureau, an ordinance amending ordinance number 13 adopted by the City Council on April 9th, 2025, entitled an ordinance authorizing the mayor to enter into an agreement with the Flying Classroom for the Mount Vernon Youth Bureau Solar Go-Kart Summer Academy, and that's on the agenda. Item number 8 from the Youth Bureau, an ordinance authorizing the mayor to enter into an agreement with the Westchester Putnam Local Workforce Development Board for the Youth Employment Program Grant, and that's on the agenda. That's all I have.
Thank you, Councilmember Thompson. Next, we have Public Safety and Codes. Councilmember Boxell, could you read Public Safety and Codes?
Yeah, number 9. This is from Consumer Protection. It's the September 2025 monthly report. That's information purposes only. Number 10, from the IDA, an ordinance to establish business registration requirements for profit business operating within the city of Mount Vernon. That is on the agenda. And move on, Finance and Planning. Number 11, Department of Planning and Community Development, an ordinance authorizing the mayor to execute a 3-year service agreement with Environmental Services Research Institute for Geographic Information System, GIS software. That is agenda pending. Just needed an answer from the controller. They're gonna get back to me tomorrow. All right.
So with item number 11, could you confirm if this was bidded out? Because I see it's an extension of an existing contract.
It's a renewal of the contract.
Renewal of the contract.
Yeah.
And I'm wondering if planning put this out to bid, or they just literally tried to renew the existing contract.
I don't know. Are they required to go to bid for the renewal?
I believe so.
Okay.
I believe that any contract, whether it's a new contract or it's a renewal of a contract, has to be bidded out.
All right.
Before I give a definitive answer, Assistant Corporation Counsel, item number 11, it's a renewal of a contract, of an existing contract. Does that need to be bidded out, or?
Yeah, I will confirm, but I believe that it does need to be bid out.
Thank you. All right. So that, and we have no add-ons, that concludes our tally sheet. Any Final comments from our council members before we wrap up. Councilmember Thompson?
Sure, just check in on your loved ones and those who live around you, because I know with all the cuts going around the nation, people are in need of things. So just check in on everyone. That's all.
Excellent point. Councilmember Box Hill, any final comments? The one comment that I have is on Saturday is October 25th. It is known as the Golden Day. It's the first day of early voting and the last day to register to vote if you aren't registered. So please, October 25th, if you aren't registered, the same day you can register and vote. So please vote. And with that being said, I believe the meeting is